Perhaps we can go another few decades without the dagger? Duh! By Akatosh, they didn't even wrap it correctly. You didn't touch it, did you? Well, no. Of course you must have. Did you attempt to wield it? And you're not dead? Gods, it's a wonder it's in one piece. I do indeed. Keening, one of the great tools of Kagranak himself, is finally in my possession. I don't think I really believed this day would come. This is not just a dagger. This is a dwarven artifact beyond nearly all value. A singular instrument of immense power. A tool of impossible import. Keening and its counterpart Sunder, used by the tonal architects of the Dwemer to tap into the heart of Lorcan. Now we see whether my theories are correct. I apologize if I have not been clear about my work. I didn't want to discuss it for fear this moment might never come. Everyone knows the dwarves disappeared. No one knows why. This little experiment is a first step in recreating the events of their disappearance in an effort to unravel that mystery. Lacking the heart of a dead god, I'm substituting the crystal you helped craft in its place. I also lack Sunder, the counterpart to the dagger Keening. I am reasonably confident, however, that this will still work. I certainly don't expect it to have quite the same results. I'm no tonal architect, of course. Well, I suppose it's time, isn't it? Let's see what happens. You may want to stand back a step or two. But please, don't leave. You've been instrumental in this process. I'd like you to see the results firsthand. Right then. That didn't really do anything, did it? Perhaps a little harder. I don't understand. This should produce some notable effect. Work, damn you!
Long before the Nords inhabited Skyrim, two races called Skyrim home. The Snow Elves laid claim to Skyrim's surface, while the Dwemer laid claim to her underground. The Dwemer were a technologically advanced race, though despite all their technological advances, they no longer exist, or so we think. Today I share with you my theory of what happened to the Dwemer. Long ago, when Morrowind was called Resdane, and the Dark Elves were the Chimer, the Dwemer found the heart of Lorcan in the center of Red Mountain. They believed that they could use this heart to power their new god, the Numidium. So they created Sunder, Wraithguard, and Keening to use on the heart. But the Chimer were not too happy with this idea, so waged war with the Dwemer. At the end of the war, the tonal architect of the Dwemer, Kagranak, used Sunder, Wraithguard, and Keening on the heart, and caused all Dwemer in existence to disappear. Some believe that they were simply destroyed, others that they were sent to a pocket realm of oblivion, but I believe something far, far worse happened. In Skyrim, you meet a man named Arnil Gain, who sends you on several quests to try and find out what happened to the Dwemer. But at the end of this quest, he too disappears. You are left with a spell called Summon Arnil's Shade. What is a shade, exactly? No one knows. But I do not believe it is a ghost, for I do not believe he is dead. I believe that he, along with the Dwemer, were set out of phase with our reality. You may ask yourself, what or who could have done this? It is my personal belief that the one who cursed the Dwemer to this hell is none other than Lorcan, the god who created the Elder Scrolls universe. I believe that Lorcan was angered by the Dwemer trying to use his heart to create another god, so he cursed them, punishing them for their insolence by setting them out of phase with our reality. forced to watch their technology, their society, their cities crumble around them, while all they can do is watch. Imagine the anger and shame they must feel, watching outsiders come and plunder their technology, stealing their riches and selling them for measly amounts of gold. In the game Morrowind, you meet the last of the Dwemer, a man by the name of Yagrum Bagarn. He was spared the punishment of his people, for he was in oblivion, far away from the wrath of Lorkhan. He too knows not what happened to his people, only that when he returned they were gone. Some would say that his fate was far, far worse, as he is surrounded by tumor zombies when we meet him. But I believe that he got off lucky. At least he can interact with the world. But that is just my theory, fellow scholars. Let me know what you believe. Till next time, I am Dr. Omi.